Hello there, how are you? Welcome back to How I Did It. Well, the weather in Florida is forever changing, and right now our mornings are like winter and our afternoons are like spring. So I am getting my propane heater connected, and to do this, I could have just put the little legs on the bottom, purchased a 10-foot or 12-foot braided hose to go to my 20-pound propane tank with the regulator on it and one little adapter. Or you can take and put the heater in your vehicle, go to the big box store, take the heater into the big box store, and proceed to dry build or dry fit the entire system with the on-off valve and the sediment trap, the whole shebang, right there in the store. Yeah, I did actually go do that. The the big box worker came around the corner and he looked at me like I was some foreign invading Martian or something. And then of course he says, "Can I help you, ma'am?" And I'm like, "No, I got it. I'm just making sure that I get everything that I need so I don't have to come back here tonight because it's like a 20-minute drive." Anyway, I was able to actually find almost everything that I needed. It was amazing that they had zero yellow Teflon tape, the gas tape, and they had zero yellow Teflon putty. So I ended up getting the gray gas tape and the gray gas putty. Now, once I do permanently mount this on my wall, I'll probably disconnect the gray if I can even find the yellow and use the proper color on. I don't know that it will matter because the gray just said for gas. It didn't say for gas and propane, so I'm not sure if long term I would end up with any leaks out of it. If any of y'all know, go ahead and put it in the comments for me below. But in the meantime, I dry fitted, assembled this right in the shopping cart in the big box store. Went to my checkout, and all the pipes and whatnot cost me right around 60 bucks. Well, duh me, once I got back and started getting everything assembled and whatnot, it dawned on me that my permanent pressure regulator had not come in the mail yet, so I had to go back to Tractor Supply and purchase a pressure regulator with a 12-foot braided hose and the little adapter, just until my permanent pressure regulator comes in. Boy, say that 3 times fast, right? Anyway, now it's just a matter of like going through the assembly that I had already done in the store, making sure that everything is super snug but not over tight prior to going ahead and mounting this thing on the wall, and then temporarily connecting up the propane tank with the 12-foot hose and pressure regulator that I purchased at Tractor Supply. The other thing about this gas setup, it's pretty amazing. You've got to really think it through, make sure that you get it right, because if the joint ahead of the next joint is not properly tightened down, if you go back and you try to tighten it after the fact, then it puts everything kind of wonky, where you almost have to disassemble and start the assembly all over again. But just know, this is the coolest setup. These heaters, they come with the wall bracket. Some of them come with the wall bracket, a blower fan that is 110 on the back, and legs. I mean, you can kind of pick and choose to get your deal. Now, before you guys start saying, well, how much did this cost you? That's not even relevant today with the prices of everything. You're going to have to just price it out yourself. The only thing I can say that It may stay consistent is the price of all the fittings to build your sediment trap with your gas shutoff right there at the heater itself. So neat, so cool. Those are the two adapters that I ended up having to go back up to Tractor Supply to purchase until my permanent pressure regulator came in, so I could get this thing permanently piped. Really that simple. I went with 1/2 inch, and 1/2 inch just worked absolutely fantastic. This 12-foot hose was great because I could move the propane tank away from the fire source. So here I'm just pressurizing the system and using a little bit of soapy water. I just pulled the bubbles off and put the bubbles on top of it to make sure that I didn't have any leaks. And once I did that, it was time to fire this bad boy up and take the damp out of the inside of the barn. I mean, I want to say it took me longer really to do the dry fit and find all the fittings at the store. And again, the kid that was working at the store, nice kid, but he had absolutely no clue on the gas pipes and whatnot. So it was basically the blind leading the blind, and that's where me having everything right there and being able to dry assemble it was the perfect solution. But here it is, and this thing is thermostatically controlled with a pilot light, so it automatically cycles on and off. Alrighty then, I want to thank you all for stopping by. Have an absolutely wonderful and blessed day. I'll see you next time on How I Did It.